So as I mentioned in the last video, I'm going to do something a little bit more colourful this time. So now it's time to have a look at my coloured sticks and try and find some sort of inspiration. And I tend to just go with whatever catches my eye and try and imagine a theme, a particular colour tone, colours that will go together nicely. I'm going to go for a colour combo today, so let's just see what I fancy. So I think I quite fancy one of the pinks, one of the deeper pinks. So maybe this one I think I quite like. Nice and colourful. And it's a sort of like a purpley toned pink, like a raspberry-ish colour. So I think I will go for something along those lines that's going to go with that. Is going to jump out at me. Or blues is another option. I think they will tone nicely together. Nice sort of purpley blue. So the purple tone goes well together. So I could go for one more colour. I think possibly like a grey tone I need, like a purpley grey. This one possibly would do it. So I think if I go for two accent nails here, this is the ring finger and the middle finger, and then I shall go for the pink as the main colour. And I think in order to blend this in a bit, I think I might do some stamping on the grey in this bluey sort of colour, similar to this. Even this colour, if it's strong enough. It depends on the consistency of this polish. If it's relatively thin, I won't be able to do that. Because it's fairly thin, it's not going to show up very well. Sometimes standard polish is okay for stamping. It depends on how dense it is, how thick it is, how well pigmented it is to work. So here's just a photo album that I keep my stamping plates in. I think this sort of lace effect one would be quite nice. This one here I think I should go for. But I'm going to do a little bit of a practice on one of the sticks just to see how it turns out before I start. So these are the polishes I'm going to use. This is Too Taboo by Essie and Indie by Orly. And the grey, which as you can see, it is quite a purpley grey. This is Primrose Hill Lane by Nails Inc. So I'm going to apply the grey to the stick here, and then we'll have a little experiment with the stamping. Now, because it's not a stamping polish, I've applied quite a bit to the stamping plate. I think that's pretty good. I think that'll probably be fine. You can see the pattern quite clearly. It's picked up quite nicely. So I should give the stick a few minutes to dry so that the polish on there is dry, and then I shall attempt it on the stick, and then I can offer them all up together to see how it will look together. Okay, this is now dry, so we'll have a little play. Well, that's picked up really well, and I think that'll look really nice. Let's have a look and just put them together and see how it looks. I think that'll look quite pretty. And then if we put that side, you'll see that it'll be that from that side as well. Now, I could put some stamping on this one as well, and I don't know if it would make it a little bit too fussy. No, I think it'll be better left, and this will really stand out more then. I think if I put stamping on this one, it wouldn't stand out so much, I don't think. And I think as the colour is the same, you know, the stamping colour here is the same as that. I think that will blend beautifully like that. I think quite often with stamping, less is more. And if you have too much stamping, I personally don't like it. I don't like it when all of the nails are stamped in the same pattern. I prefer using a stamping as an accent, a complementary accent. So as you can see, I've changed the background colour to black because that shows up the colours better. I think my camera was getting a bit confused with the pink background. So as you can see how much brighter these are. So I shall show you again with the sticks and then take that one to here. So as you can see, it's a nice bright, cheerful manicure. And this colour toning perfectly with this one will look fantastic. So let's have a look at these polishes. So this beautiful bright pink is called Too Taboo by Essie. And it's a really pretty, it's a raspberry pink, I would call it. Nice bright pink. It's well pigmented. There's a nice wide brush. And this one is Indie by Orly. And this is a slightly purpley blue, like a soft purpley blue. It has a thin brush, as quite a lot of Orlys do, unfortunately. But I think if I remember rightly, when I've applied it before, it's quite fluid and it goes on quite easily, even though it does have a thin brush. It sort of spreads out very easily. And for some reason, I don't know why, but it sort of looks like it's not mixed properly in the bottle. But if you give it a good shake, it doesn't really change, so I don't know why that is. It may just be that it's on the edge of the bottle, but the actual colour looks fine. And this is Primrose Hill Lane by Nails Inc. Usual Nails Inc wide brush. And this is a lovely, slightly purpley grey cream. And I've applied 2 coats of OPI Natural Nail Base Coat. I shall apply Essie Gel Setter as a top coat. I really like that. I think it's worked out really well. I think it came out even better than I was anticipating. I think it all looks really fantastic together. It's really nice to have a little bit of colour again after all those neutral tones that I've been doing lately. So don't forget to let me know what you think. And if any of you have got any ideas on what you think I should do for my next manicure, I'll be very happy to consider anything that you put forward. Because sometimes I do get a lack of inspiration and I rack my brains as to what I'm going to do next. So that would be great. It would be nice to have a little bit of feedback, a little bit of input from any of you. What would you like to see on my nails next? What sort of colours? Would you like a colour combo? Would you like stamping? Give me some ideas. It would be great. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. That really helps the channel. And I'll see you next time.